Alright, this is going to be the 16th episode of Skyrim starting out good. In the prior one, I went over the point of going around the college between 2 in the morning to about 4 in the morning, talking to the teachers and their guaranteed locations, seeing as they're all in bed. Very easy to find them. And using the potions we've made, and potentially going grabbing more from our storage at our house we've chosen. Whatever you guys might have chosen to use as a house also, of course. If you ran out, of course, go get more. But we're also selling those high-value potions individually, intentionally, to maximize the speech experience we're getting. Of course, while we have the Thief Stone and the Lover Stone active. Arrived at approximately level 83 in speech at this point. And I've paid for a couple of levels in destruction, talking to Feralda on the bridge. Of course, I've been still casting my muffle spell as I walk around and do the usual nonsense. I'm going to wait until nighttime so I can once again guarantee to know where the teachers are, rather than run around the college like a chicken with its head cut off. 1 a.m., 2 a.m. There we go. That'll do.
I'm working on some... The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid. But it really is quite valuable.
We are in the Hall of Countenance. We're going to talk to Phyllis Gestor.
There are few places where one... Take a look.
We're going to go over to books. And go down to Soul Trap and purchase this from him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to head down to the Guardian Stones. I'm going to be unequipping the Ethereal Crown, as I've mentioned before when we're switching these out. I'm going to equip the Mage Stone. Put the Ethereal Crown back on. We're going to go over to Magic, Conjuration, Soul Trap. We're going to use the map to either fast travel to Whiterun Stables or one of these giant camps. I'm going to start at the Whiterun Stables just in case you guys somehow have not gotten a giant camp marked yet. We're going to head off in a northwest direction. I've also made a point before coming out here to ensure that I'm not carrying way too many soul gems. I've got about 5 grand soul gems 3 greater ones, and 50 common ones, all empty at the moment. We're going to slow it up a bit, allow our stamina to completely fill up. We're going to be targeting the mammoths first, very intentionally. We're going to be casting that soul trap spell onto a mammoth. Mammoths have guaranteed grand level souls. Very handy stuff. Of course, the giants are now pissed the hell off. We're going to get a bit of distance here. We're going to put the grand souls into this mammoth, or excuse me, the grand level soul gems that aren't filled into this mammoth. Giants have greater level souls, but if you kill them and you have a grand soul in your inventory, it'll go into there instead. We don't want to waste those grand souls. We're going to back off. Allow our magicka to go up a bit. See what loot you got. Giant's toes are going to be very important for later. The high level, very high value alchemy mixes. I'd highly advise not using up your giant's toes yet. Woo! We do not have high enough magic yet. There we go. There we go. We're going to get those grand soul gems back out. Maybe grab a mammoth tusk for Ysolda later. You can either turn that in sooner or later. I'll just be storing it at the house for a little while. Magic will start filling much quicker now. Health, magicka, all of that, it fills much slower while you're in battle. I'm going to equip this healing spell really quick. Let the magic fill all the way back up. Guess I got in a little too close. Whoops, what am I doing? Wait an hour. Re-equip my sword. There we go. Move on to the next mammoth. Again, if you have giants to soul trap and kill, put your grand level souls into one of the mammoth corpses. this point, I'm pretty sure you get the point. I'm going to pause the recording for a few moments while I go and get those last Grand Soul Gems and Greater Soul Gem filled. Alright, I'm at the Sleeping Tree Camp at the moment. Already filled these other ones. Got about 50 common soul gems left with me at the moment. Grabbing Sleeping Tree Sap. You can harvest that multiple times. That will respawn like any other loot or item. It will reset itself. I'm heading off, let's see here. Northeast from Sleeping Tree Camp. I missed with that. Clear the enemies away. Really shouldn't have missed that wolf. Oh, how cute. We have a thief.
Alright, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess that is your last request, fool. Never should have come here. Ah!
Anyways. Oh! Let's go over to Gukar's Monument. There's a slew of other giants camps across the grassy tundra areas that you can discover. Some of them aren't even currently marked on my current world map. So let's see here. We've got Gukar's Monument, the pillar right here, we're out in front. And if you look off towards the south, there's a cave marker on the compass and the S for south. And if we head right in between those two, in the direction of those large rounded out rocks, you can find a handful of mud crabs. Get a soul from him. When it comes to enchanting, it doesn't matter the quality of the enchantment. Enchanting an item gives you a singular solid base value. Essentially, if that didn't make sense, what I'm trying to say is that if you enchant a garbage-ass silver ring with, I don't know, a 1% increase for a particular skill, it's basically doing almost worthless nothing. It's not going to give you any more experience towards progression in the enchanting skill than, say, for example, if you took a Daedric two-handed sword and enchanted that with, I don't know, chaos damage enchantment or something, or Banish. Banish is like one of the highest value enchantments out there in the entire, like, goddamn game. Waiting for an hour. I'm gonna grab a few of these blue butterflies while we're waiting for the magic to fill. It's not like this mud crab's actually going to do any damage. Oh, this butterfly's being resistant. Works for me. Go up on the map. Should by now have the Steed Stone unlocked. We're going to go up here. You can go through other areas, killing animals, mud crabs, doesn't matter. I mean, for God's sakes, you could put mud crab souls into grand level soul gems if you really want, but I wouldn't advise it. We're carefully going down the cliff sides. We're not sprinting down this. It can be pretty damn lethal. Got a wolf over here. Not guaranteed to be a wolf over here, but we have a wolf. Gonna wait an hour. We're heading down to the northern coastline very intentionally. Missed with that. Wasn't close enough. You almost gotta be like right up on them to cast that, and for it to successfully hit, some people get mad at it. They seem to try to handle it like it's a, I don't know, like it's a fireball, like it should fly quite a distance. I'm gonna be picking these Nordic barnacles wherever we see them. Nordic barnacles are very important for later. Very important.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
If you see Canis root and you really enjoy archery or one-handed weapons, or both, you're going to want to pick any Canis root you see. I'll be covering as to why that's so important later. Again, normally I'd be going for that iron ore, but I'm just trying to get most of this done. Come on. This shipwreck that we're coming up on, heading west down the coastline, is going to be important for later. Just realized I might have done that a little bit fast. Steedstone.
Why ye smear you? But leave here. I.
Again, we're grabbing Nordic barnacles. Very important. Excuse me, that's rude. Bet I hit harder than you. Much of the Nordic barnacles are going to be found in and around these gray rocks along the sides of the ship. I've already picked some off this side of the ship. Some around the opposite side here. This is nearly up near the broken midsection. Got some up here on the ceiling. This is on the other half of the ship. Some on the far side. Again, we've got that green thumb perk, so now we want to actually really start harvesting these high-level, high-value ingredients, because they're not actually going to be going to waste. You'd literally only be getting half the harvest without it. That's a pretty significant loss, especially once you start seeing the values of what gets turned out. Gotta grab that grand soul gem, or greater soul gem. I've actually already gone through and filled quite a handful of soul gems. You know, between the last video and this one. I'm going to keep proceeding along the coastline just like this. I'm going to pause the video for a moment. We're now coming up on a Thalmor-based fort on the northern coastline. So a lot of these mushrooms that'll be going in with the Flying Mantis and Dragon's Tongue later. So many dead stumps on the northern coast. Oop. Bit of Canis root. We've got Ice Water Jetty unlocked now. It's going to be handy for later. It's Northwatch Keep, Lower Steep Fall Barrow, Orphan's Tier. This is the ship that had all the Nordic barnacles in and on and around it. Steedstone. We're going to be heading up and around the coastline, just down there. So just across these clusters of trees and stuff, there is a lot of mud crabs zipping along there. We're just going to be filling those soul gems with their souls. I can already see one and I haven't even gotten over there yet. Some Nordic barnacles, 2 allotments there, another 2, it's 8 right there, it's 8 potions for later. I feel like there should have been a mud crab right up in here. Not exactly at the camp, but I feel like he was supposed to be at the edge of the water. Could have gotten killed by something. Thought I seen a canis root up in that mess. More Nordic barnacle, more canis root. Ah, here's a mud crab. More Nordic barnacles. Another nern root. Well, there we go. Again, you can't wait an hour for your magicka to fill if there's still enemies nearby. Keep that in mind. It's one of the very intentional restrictions on being able to do that. Just be a funny thing if you could just stop in mid-battle, wait an hour, be like, wait, everybody stop hitting me in the face. I need to wait for my stamina and my magicka to fill, because I really need to heal my health. So if you could all just wait a minute. I'm sure there's a mod for that. There's a goddamn mod for everything, right? More iron ore. Again, normally I'd stop and get that, but just trying to press on with these videos. What you can do at this point is you can head over here to Catella's farm. You can head across through the swamps and along the northern coastline going this way almost out to Dawnstar. There's Horkers and a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to pause the video again for a moment. We are now over by the Solitude docks. I'm going to be heading across the water just past that odd-off ship out there in the middle of the water. See you guys in a second. Alright, I've crossed the water. That odd-off ship. Got a little more canis root here. And right across this river is an encampment in a little cave. It's not actually an interior area. Got a nern root. And there's a lot of butterflies that spawn here. I don't know if you can see them. This is just roughly southeast of the big pillar that holds up the far end of the, I don't know, peninsula, I guess you could call it, that Solitude is situated up on top of. And there's all these. They respawn every, 15-day, yada yada yada. A bit more northward towards where the Blue Palace is, out on this peninsula ledge thing. There's going to be another 2 pillars where another 3 butterflies spawn. So if you're looking for more blue butterflies, you want to come up near here, near Solitude. Again, stay away for a while if you're trying to get them to respawn. Gonna be heading east, down and across the coastline, towards Dawnstar. I'm gonna pause the video again for a moment while we cross part of the swamps. There's gonna be some horkers, some mud crabs in just a few moments, nothing much to miss. I'll start the video in a moment. So we've come across this area with these dotted bits of land and a few scraggly trees just out over here. We're going to be going to this tree out here in the mid area, right about out in here. And there's a gold ore vein out here, if you're interested in that. Again, at this point, I'm going to pause the recording again and continue along the coastline. I've made it up and around to the wreck of the brine hammer. There are multiple deposits of Nordic barnacles here. It's also apparently some mud crabs. Chest down here. And a rather pathetic amount of loot, apparently. Got 15 left to go. Again, I'm going to pause the video, continue along the northern coastline. See you guys in a moment. Been going along the northern coastline. We have the wreck of the brine hammer here, Dawnstar there. This is just up along the northern coast. A couple of mud crabs. They won't be dead when you find this place, but again, there's a bunch more Nordic barnacles. There's a skill book here. Knapsack with randomized and leveled loot. Stupid slaughterfish. Another one of those perks of being a Dunmer. There might not be underwater combat anymore in these Elder Scrolls games, but oh boy can I light myself on fire. At this point, we're going to go back down to the Guardian Stones. Of course, if your soul gems aren't all completely full, feel free to continue filling them to your heart's content. Again, enemies in areas that are not marked as cleared will come back in 15 days. Areas that are marked as cleared take 30 days to respawn. Areas that don't even have a name fall under the 15-day respawn timer. Which means that general northern coastline crap all respawns on a 15-day timer. Oh, right, we've already got the Mage Stone active. What am I thinking? We're going to our house. Got a few odd items to deal with. No. Bunch of ingredients. That sleeping tree sap. Going along that northern coastline and other such. 28 canis root. 160 grass pod, 48 of those mushrooms we want for the potions, 32 nern root. I did pass by quite a handful of nern roots I saw off in the distance, 72 Nordic barnacles. Again, there's all those ore deposits I intentionally just passed up to save time. These ingredients put away. Put that away better later. Don't actually want to sell it, honestly. Alright. I'm gonna grab out... No, should grab those in a minute. Oh, you know what I almost forgot? Gotta level up and... I'm going to pause the video. So, because I leveled up, we're paying for another
Winter holds glory days. I can teach you.
5 levels in destruction. Because we really want level 50 destruction. Pausing the game again, or pausing the video again. Alright, so I'm back at my house. I've put away all of my weapons, my armor, anything that wasn't enchanted that's going to get in the way. I've pulled out all of those dwarven bows and ebony bows that were produced. I've made a point to pull out all of my soul gems in bulk. We've also got the Mage Stone and the Lover Stone active. We go over here to an item, we select it, select the enchantment, and we select a soul gem. Push square, soul gem, double click on the enchantment, click the item, push square, item, double click enchantment, click a soul gem, square. And we're just going to keep repeating this, going up and down. I'm going to pause the video at this point and continue doing this. I'll see you guys in a moment. At this point, I've leveled up again, character-wise. And because we already paid for 5 levels in destruction training, I'm going to go ahead and level up again. This, when I reapproach her, is going to allow her to train me another 5 times. However, I'm going to keep on proceeding until I'm ready to level up again. So I'm going to go back to the Arcane Enchanter and continue training now that I've reset the allotment for me to be able to train with a trainer. Again, I'm going to pause the video so you guys don't have to sit here and watch this boring ass shit. See you guys in a minute. Alright, and finishing this off. Oops. There we go. This whole entire process takes about mid 20-something minutes to low 30-something minutes, depending on how quick you are with your hands and how much you get, I don't know, just into the process. Once you start doing this little repeat thing, it just, I don't know, you stop having to half think about it, honestly. Oop. This last couple ebony bows done. And there we go. Put these in our bag full of profitable related stuff. Hold on to a few. I'll put a few more away.